Hey everybody, this is Richard Nona. I am a realtor, home inspector, and notary located in Winter Garden, Florida. So I have a few things today that I wanted to talk to you about, and the reason why I am making this video is because it seems to be something that's kind of common. Now, it tends to happen when somebody calls me up about a condo. Now, there is a reason why it typically is the condo that causes it. So let's first start off with the title over here. It's 3 factors that stop a home purchase. Now, it's not really stopping the home purchase later on, it's kind of just stopping it right away in the beginning. More so when the home buyer is kind of just looking online, sees this condo, it's cheap, and they go, oh wow, I like this condo, I want to go take a look at it, maybe I'll buy it. Now, condos have expensive HOA fees. The first thing is the HOA fee. The home buyer or the potential buyer just for some reason ignores looking at the price of the HOA. So condos are cheaper than townhomes and cheaper than single family homes to purchase. Okay, if you're comparing them in the same community, you'll see that typically the condos would be the lowest purchase price compared to the rest if everything is equal in the community. So let's say everything is equal. Now, these home buyers, potential condo buyers, are typically looking in the under $150,000 price range. So they say, well, it's $90,000 or $110,000. It's cheap. I want to buy it. Okay. So the first thing that I ask is, are they okay with the HOA fee? And typically they haven't even looked at it. So then I look at it and I say, well, as a recent example for you, the condo was about $115,000. And the HOA fee was $450 a month. So $450 a month, I mean, that's a decent amount of money for an HOA. And especially if the HOA really isn't doing anything special for you. But condos have expensive fees. I mean, it's, typically on the cheaper end, you're looking at around $300 and they could go right up. I mean, you could see $600, $800 a month, whatever. Those things, get expensive. So the next thing that I would ask when the potential home buyer says, "Oh no, that's too much money. I don't want to pay that for the HOA fee each month," I say, "Well then, how about a townhome? Because townhomes are typically the next step. A townhome is going to probably cost a little bit more, and again, comparing that the condo and townhome are in the same community or whatever, is going to cost a little bit more." But the HOA fees are typically a lot less for a townhome. So, typically that potential buyer then says, oh yeah, that's something that, sounds like it could work out. Okay, great. Now, why am I saying this to them? And I'm saying this because they can spend a little bit more money on the home. The mortgage is going to be a little bit more. But the HOA is a lot less, so maybe they'll spend another $200 a month for the mortgage, but the HOA might be $300 less per month. Again, using that $450 a month number, which is kind of average. So now, the potential home buyer is saying, well, okay, they're kind of entertaining the thought of a townhome. So then I say, well, how much would you like your mortgage payment to be? How much you're looking to spend? Well, they don't really know, or maybe they do know. But then I ask, well, are you pre-approved? No, they're not pre-approved. Now, because they're not pre-approved, the number that they want to spend, I mean, that's just all being pulled out of the air because, well, let's be honest. You have to get pre-approved in order to know how much the bank is going to lend. So, for example, to spend more on a townhome, they don't know if they could spend more on a townhome because it's not pre-approved. Now, with that said, and I know that this is kind of a little bit funny because it's kind of like ironic, I guess. They don't even know if they could purchase this condo. It's just that kind of thing because, again, not pre-approved. So, how could I help a home buyer in this situation to find them a HOA fee that's lower if they don't even know how much they could spend? It's just not possible. So with that said, I do have a separate video on getting pre-approval. Check that out. That'll help you out. Number 3 is taxes. Now, number 3 is kind of, in my opinion, this is like the lesser of the 3, which is why it's at number 3. Because number 1 and number 2, these are both kind of equal, and they really kind of, as you just noticed, they kind of go hand in hand. Taxes, now this is something that, if you're looking at a listing online and you see the taxes typically are what the current homeowner is paying. Now, that doesn't mean that's what you're going to pay, okay? Things change. You don't know the homeowner's situation, so to speak. Do they have the Homestead Act? Now, the Homestead Act here in Florida is something that if you are a resident and you register a home as being your main residence, you get a discount. So you get a discount on your taxes, and it's nice. And it also has other benefits, so to speak, of being registered. There's quite a bit that it offers. I'm not really going to get into that right now because it's not about that. Because the next thing is, what other discounts is that current homeowner possibly receiving? They could get discounts based on maybe they have a health issue that they could get a discount because of that health issue. So there are other factors. Also, too, if the home is a new home and the home is with the home builder, the taxes that you're seeing could still be based on empty land, because home builders are not paying the same amount in taxes as you pay. So, for example, you might get an estimate that your taxes are, $500 a year, okay? $500 a year for your taxes. Because that's what the home builder's been paying on empty land. But when your home gets on there, that's when it's like, okay, well, now I'm paying, $2,500, $6,000 a year, whatever it might be. It doesn't really matter. It's just, the point of it, it's just going to go up. So you always have to consider that, because you could think that, wow, the mortgage I got is cheap, the estimate I got is cheap, I'm going to go with it. But then a year or two later, you get a bill in the mail saying that you owe taxes for the past year or so, because now your home is being taxed based on this wonderful house that you have. So that's really something to consider. So I hope that you found this video helpful. And if you do have any questions, please do reach out and contact me. And check out my website at wintergardennew.com. There is a whole bunch of things on the website that could help you out if you are a new home buyer. There are a whole bunch of articles that I wrote that'll give you the basics. There's also a lot of things to just stimulate ideas. If you're thinking about selling your home, you can enter in the address and you can get a estimate kind of based on the current homes that have sold in the area, and you could also see like homes that are for sale. You could check out the floor plans of home builders, which is really nice to see. And the search on the website also comes right from the MLS, so it's not like one of these larger sites where it's like the listings are terrible. Everything comes from the MLS, and that's really what you always want when you are looking for a home, because those listings are the most accurate. So you could sign up for that and create an account, and then that way you could save homes to your favorites. I could also send you a search if you are interested in that, which would come right from the MLS. You just would have to let me know everything that you're interested in, such as the town and how many bedrooms and all that stuff, and you could get a automatic search sent to you, so anytime something does hit the market, you'll get it. There are a whole bunch of other things on my website, so just have a look around, and if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Thank you for watching.